No rest for the wicked, folks, as match day number 13 comes right around the corner for the Championship. We've got the latest round of predictions, and they're coming up live, and they're coming up right now. That's right, folks, back once again with the latest round of Championship predictions, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, world football related. We're going to all here under Warowski, boys and girls. That's right. We got a lot to talk about on this late Sunday night. Obviously, games coming in thick and fast out in the Championship. So be sure to get ready. Say hello to everybody in the chat. Welcome Liam, welcome Noco Drinker, Dennis Norton in the house, and Zero Central, to name but a few. Now let's get stuck in the thick of things, folks. Talk a little look back at match day number 12, which was this weekend. A lot of surprises, I thought, in the Championship this week. Before we get into that, just a little bit of admin. Got a Patreon page up and running, boys and girls. It's been up and running for a while, just in case you didn't know about it. There is a link to the Patreon thing in the description down below. Check it out, smash the link, hop on over, and you can take a little look at it. There are 3 tiers of support, ranging from $1 to $10. Get looking at it. I'm going to go on now. Here we go, match day number 13 in the Championship. So welcome. So these were the games. We'll get to the games in just a second. I'm all over the place. I'll get to you in a second, Liam. I'll answer your questions in just a second. But this is the grading criteria for both you and me for your predictions. Let's take a look, shall we? 0 to 3, we'll put you in the straight face gang. Sorry, the shit club. The 4 to 6 is the straight face club. And the 7+ is top banana. That's right. So let's take a look at, first and foremost, how I got on. I think, have I got these wrong? I have. I did this. I've got these all wrong. It's Sunday. It's crazy. I've got my thing all over the place. Hello, Russell Frost. So let's get looking at my picks before we take a look at yours. The reason why it's the late stream, it's because the game on Sunday, it was Wigan against Forest, has just come in. I've had to take care of business during the day, and this is the greatest opportunity to do so. Obviously, tomorrow would not give us much chance to get the predictions on, because then we come back again on Thursday for matchday number 14. It is crazy out in the Championship. So let's get going, folks, and take a little look at the results and how I got on. I already give you mine. I'm in the straight face gang, but we'll take a look at them anyway. So Cardiff against Sheffield Wednesday ended up all square. It was 1-1 final score in the day. I actually went with a 2-1 win. I did a 2-1 win in the end for me, so not too great indeed. Meanwhile, Rovers did take on Huddersfield and it ended up all square 2-2, and I got this one bang on the nose, boys. Bang on the flipping nose. Barnsley took on Swansea and picked up a massive point for them, 1-1 under there. They've still got a no manager, so I'm sure that's going to get fine-tuned in the next couple of days. I actually went with a 2-0 win in the end. Meanwhile, Brentford took on Millwall, and they left it late, very late. I think I called it around about 93 minutes. I thought Millwall picked up a massive win. 2-1 it was. But no, Brentford came back into it. 3-2 final score. I actually went with a 2-1 win for Brentford, so I'm not too bad anyway. Meanwhile, Charlton took care of business against Derby. 3-0 final score. I actually went with a 1-1 draw on that one. Hull lost at home to QPR, who are red hot on fire. I've had a bit of banter, folks. A lot of banter's happening between me now and QPR fans over the past couple of weeks, because I did predict them to go down. I did. And they're now rising high into the top 4 or 5 in the table. So I'm getting a bit of banter from them on Twitter. It's a hoot for them, not for me. 3-2 final score for QPR in this one. I actually went with a 3-1 win for Hull. I'll get to you guys in the chat in just a second. Leeds was a 1-0 win in the end over Birmingham, our next opponents. 3-0 for me, so not too shabby. Luton picked up a massive win at Kenilworth Road. 3-0 final score. Actually went with a 2-0 win the other way. And Middlesbrough, they're on a hiding to nothing at the moment. 1-0 loss to West Brom. Actually went with a 2-0 win for the Baggies for myself, so not too shabby. Reading took care of business against Preston North End. It was a 1-0 final score in the end. Actually went with a 1-1 draw on this one. I thought Preston would not win it. I just thought they would actually grind out a result. Stoke, back-to-back wins for them. 2-0 in the end. Actually went with a 2-1 win for Stoke in the end. And 1-0 for Wigan on the night against Nottingham Forest. Actually went with a 2-2 flipping draw. And here are the results of mine. As you can see, I got 5 right, so that makes me in the straight-face gang. But what about you boys? We'll take a look at yours in just a second. I want to say hello to everybody. Hello, Noco Drinker. Hello, Billy Spencer. Who else we got? Somebody said Preston is shit. We'll allow that. Ethan Hawkins, welcome. And Russell Frost, welcome to the show. So let's take a look at how you boys got on this week. Again, thick and fast, the Championship this time out. Victor Fisher did okay for himself. Rory Pop on the shit club today. Apara TY123, I think he might even be in here watching the show. I don't see him. He did okay for himself. Billy Spencer, he did pretty terrible. Unlucky son of a gun. No-Code Drinker, he did also pretty terrible as well. He even recognises it earlier in the chat. Infinity Pilot, he did pretty shit as well. Yannick Bustler, not too shabby. Ben Bambra, he did okay as well. Dung Bung, did pretty terrible. Nightmare Seeker, not too shabby. We Are QPR, not too shabby. Brenda Show, even with his crazy Brentford pick, did okay for himself. Russell Frost, you also did pretty good for yourself. Blumbo Tough, he did pretty shit. And Theo Cobb, not too shabby indeed. Welcome to the Madhouse. That is the show. Football Cricket did okay for himself. Adam Coughlin, not too bad as well. Okay was not okay. He was absolutely terrible. And Adam Celtic did all right for himself. So not too shabby indeed. This guy's underrated. Look at all the effort. But I know, I bust a gut, boys. I bust a gut. You know what? You know what will make this good is if you all went over to the Patreon and plummeted up for the $1 a month thing, that would make me absolutely crazy. It would make me go nuts. So absolutely crazy. Anyway, let's take a look at what that goes on in the Championship as it stands. West Brom are currently leading the way as it stands with 25 points on the board. Leeds are hot on the heels though, with just 2 points behind. 23 points for them so far. Swansea, Forest, QPR, there they are, and Preston North End occupy the top 6. Down the bottom is Barnsley, Stoke and Huddersfield are in the drop zone as it stands. Despite Huddersfield and Stoke picking up points and Barnsley picking up points, it's pretty much as you were down the foot of the table. It's just getting a little bit dicey there for Middlesbrough and Hull and Wigan, so they're not all out of the woods. Even Rovers, we need to get ourselves out of that thick of things. We're just 6 points off of the drop as well. So welcome guys, welcome to the show, and we're going to now take a look at matchday number 13. Now what was going to go on here? We're going to go one by one through each one of these fixtures, and I want you guys to put your own predictions in the comment section in the chat right here live, and we'll take a little look at them. But be sure to stick them in the bottom so we can take a little look at them on Thursday when we come back for matchday number 14. So let's get Gan and take a little look now at the matches that are going to take place this Tuesday and Wednesday, and where else to start this whole shambuli is at St Andrews with the game of the week, folks. The game of the week is taking place at St Andrews. Birmingham against Rovers. Yeah, that's right. So let's break this match apart. Get your predictions in nice and early so I can have a little look at what you guys think. The bookmakers think 31-20 for Birmingham, 15-8 for Rovers, 9-4 the draw, so it's pretty even. As for the recent record over the years, it is even. Stevens has just recorded the preview for this. It's been 4 draws in the past 6 encounters, 1 win for Birmingham and 1 win for Rovers. That last win for Rovers was coming back in 2016 at Ewood Park. The last time Birmingham won was also in 2016, and it was both. It was a 1-0 win for Birmingham. The last 6 encounters over at St Andrews doesn't read much better. It's 1 win for Birmingham, 1 win for Rovers, 4 draws along the way. Yeah, so it's been pretty even, Stevens, and it's quite hard to separate these two sides. In the table as well, the league table suggests another situation that is pretty. It's like 2 mid-table crunch classes going at it. Birmingham currently sit in 12th spot on the table. Rovers are in 14th at the moment. What you guys got for me in the chat? Let's take a little look, shall we? You guys have ploughed through and got my chat all fully booked here. So bear with me while I stretch it out. Have a little look. Yeah, Woodgate needs to go. I completely agree with you, but I disagree with you because you know what? I'd like to see some teams struggle a little bit and then, you know, gives us a bit of breathing room. Russell Frost is kicking us all off with a 1-1 draw. Liam Martin's gone with a 2-1 win as well. Lewis G's gone with a 1-0 win for the visitors. Billy Spencer's gone with a 1-1 draw as well. It's not Monday, I know, but because of the double match day, we have to do twice this week and separate the two sides. Ree's gone with a 2-1 win for Rovers. No-Code Drinker with a 0-0 in the end. Rhythm's gone with a 1-0 win as well for Rovers. Thank you, appreciate that. OK's gone with a 0-0 draw. Donna Lomax gone with the Brummies, 1-0 win. James McNeil with a 2-0 win for QPR. What you doing? You're ahead of the game. Ethan Hawkins with a 3-1 win for Birmingham. Promise Fabian with a 1-1 draw. Zero Sancho's gone with a 2-1 win for Birmingham. Lachlan Kearney's gone with a 3-2 victory for Rovers, I suspect, because it's got a Lewis Holtby hat-trick, and Thomas has gone with a 1-1 draw. And Thomas has read my mind. I've actually gone with a 1-1 draw in the end. I want to say Rovers win, but every time I say a Rovers win, we lose, or something along those lines. So I'm going to say with a 1-1 draw, so I can't be disappointed in the end. Next up, we have Millwall against Cardiff. I think we already have one in there. Do we have one in there? I thought I saw one scutter by. But anyway, let's take a look at what the bookmakers think about this one. Millwall still without a manager, still discussing who to be the new man at the helm. They come into this 17-10 over Cardiff at 7-4. 11-5 the draw. The recent record between these two sides is pretty similar, pretty even as well. 1 win for Millwall, 2 wins for Cardiff, 3 draws along the way. The last time, though, that Cardiff did pick up a victory was back in the Championship. It was a 1-0 win, 2012. Over in Wales, and Rudy Gestede, ex-Rover, was on the score sheet that day. The last time that Millwall picked up a victory was at the Den as well, 1-0 win for Millwall. Danny Shitu, I'm saying that name right, Danny Shitu was on the score sheet those days. Meanwhile, the past 6 encounters over at the Den, 1 win for Millwall, 1 win for Cardiff, and 4 draws along the way. So it's pretty tight, and it's quite hard to separate these two sides. Millwall come into this on a bit of a kick at the moment, despite despite losing their manager. Again, they're in a bit of a hoodoo with who's going to be taking over the charge for them. They come into this unbeaten. No, tell a lie. They did lose last time out. Just the 1 defeat at the past 4. Whereas Cardiff, they sit in the 11th table right now. Again, 1 defeat at the past 6 for them. What you guys got for me in the chat? Let's take a little look, shall we? We've got Billy Spencer kicks us off with a 2-1 win for Millwall. Ethan Hawkins with a 1-0 win for Millwall. Russell Frost going with a 2-1 win for the visitors. Cardiff on this one. Rhythm has gone with a 2-0 win for Cardiff. OK's gone with a 2-2 draw. Ree's gone with a 2-0 win for Cardiff. Lewis G's gone for a boring 0-0 draw. Snorefest. Donald Lomax with a 1-1 draw. No-Code Drinker's gone with a 3-0 win for Millwall. Lachlan Kearney's gone with a 1-0 win for the home team. Zero Central's gone with the visitors 3-0. Promise Fabian with a 0-0 draw. Liam Mark with a 3-1 win for Cardiff. And Thomas has gone with a 2-1 win for Millwall. Any more to the party? If not, I'm going to jump straight in, and I'm actually going to go with a 2-1 win for Millwall, just like Thomas. Does he read my mind? He's got back-to-back of my predictions so far. Spot on. Next up, we have my best mates in the whole wide world. It's QPR. I don't know what I've done to piss them off, but they're all over me at the moment on Twitter. They cannot leave me alone. Yeah, it's because I predicted them to be rock bottom of the table, and now they're flying high. So they're going to take on a Reading side that, again, come into this on a bit of a spring in their step. The bookies will go 11-10 for QPR, who are firing on all cylinders. 14-5 for Reading, 11-4 the draw. Reading coming to this 20th in the table. 4 defeats at the past 6. And again, I think they are managerless at the moment. You'd think all these championship sides. No, in fact, scrap that. They did hire ex-Rovers assistant manager Bowen to take over the reins. The recent record between these two sides favours Reading. If we're honest with you, they've won 3 at the past 6 in all competitions and all grounds. Most recently, back in 2018 at the Matchday, it was a 1-0 win back in 2018 on the score sheet that day. Sona Luco, but there was also a red card as well for Reading. The last 6 encounters at QPR has been 1 win for the home team, 1 win for the visitors, 4 draws along the way. The last time that Reading did pick up a victory at Loftus Road, or whatever they call it these days, was back in 2014. It was a 3-1 win for Reading, and it have to go back to 2017 for QPR's last victory. It was a 2-0 win with Connor Washington on the score sheet for both of them. What have you guys got for me in the chatteroony? Ethan Hawkins has gone with a 3-0 win for the hosts. That's QPR on this one. Billy Spencer won with a 4-2 win for QPR as well. Thomas Patrick signed with QPR. Goals galore for them. 3-1 for them. Russell Foster's signing with Leeds, but he's already ahead of the game. OK's gone with a 2-1 win for QPR. Donald Lomax signed with the goals galore as well. QPR. Lachlan Kearney, 6 goals for him, 3 apiece. Liam Martin with a 2-0 win for QPR. Zero Central with a 1-0 win for Reading. That's right. Let's give them QPR fans something to chew on. Rhythm with a 3-1 win for QPR. Lewis G with a 3-0 win for the hosts. Rees with a 1-1 draw. Promise Fabian with a 2-1 win. No-Code Drinker's gone with a 5-goal through a 3-2 in the end. Russell Frost 3-2 for QPR as well. Everybody like and subscribe. We've got to give this guy some love in here. Go on then, Michael Jackson. 2-1 win for Thomas for QPR. And Kieran Barnes has gone 2-1 in the end. If you've got the same as me, Thomas, I'm going to say you've been hacking my computer. 2-0. Aha. This time we change it up a little bit. 2-0 for me for QPR. And that could potentially put them top of the table. As much as it irks me to say, yeah. That would be a bit of a crunch. If Reading were to win, they could go as high as 16th in the table, depending on what else goes on elsewhere. Meanwhile, over in Hillsborough, it will be Sheffield Wednesday to take on Stoke City, a revamped Stoke City who look good right now. 2 wins on the spin. 5-4 for Sheffield Wednesday, the bookmakers. 5-2 the away win. 21-10 the draw. Make sure you get your predictions in for this bad boy. And again, make sure you get your predictions in the old comment section down below as well, so I can have to take a look at them on Thursday. The recent record between these two sides is even Stevens. 1 win for Sheffield Wednesday, 1 win for Stoke, 4 draws along the way. Now, the recent record over at Hillsborough is pretty crazy. Plays the past six games, going all the way back to 2002, and Sheffield Wednesday haven't beaten Stoke in 17 years, at least 17 years, at their own turf. The last time this game was not a draw was back in 2005. It was a 2-0 win for Stoke in the Championship. That's prior to them getting promoted to the Premier League, I believe. 2-0 in the end. Stoke, though, a win for them. Could see them get out of the relegation zone into 20th spot. Sheffield Wednesday had the potential to go top of the league earlier, but they fluffed their lines. A win for them this week could see them go up to second. In the table, what we got for you guys in the chat, Rooney, Kieran Barnes was not that. Liam Martin's got the 2-0 win for Sheffield Wednesday. Hello, Charles. Welcome to the show. Okay, so the 1-0 win for Sheffield Wednesday. I backed QPR. I know. Despite my recent running with the QPR fans, yeah, I'm going with QPR, believe it or not. I've changed my record, but I'm standing by whatever I've said before. You know, Ethan August with a 2-1 win for Stoke. Donald Lomax 5-3 for Sheffield Wednesday. Zero Central's going with a 4-0 win for Stokey Roki. Charles going with a 2-1 win for Stoke as well. Reed going with the opposition 3-1 for them. What else did we got? Rhythms going with a 4-2 win for Sheffield Wednesday. Russell Frost 2-1 wins for Wednesday as well. Lewis G with a 3-2 win in favour of the visitors. Lachlan Kearney with a 1-0 win for Stoke. Roberts Fabian with a 3-2 win for Sheffield Wednesday. Kieran Barnes 4-0 for Wednesday. No Code Drinker with a 2-1 win for Stoke. George, who's a West Brom fan, 2-1 win for Sheffield Wednesday. Thomas, I don't want to say this because I'm a Barnsley fan, but I think it'll be 2-1 win for Sheff Wed. And for me, I'm actually going to go with a 2-1 win. But I tell you, Thomas, you and me have been eating the same popcorn or something like that. You've got pretty much the same predictions as me. So welcome. You're a friend for life, my man. Moving forward, we've got Swansea against Brentford. Now, Swansea coming to this, sitting in third in the table, a 1 win away from going top. Brentford on the flip side, they've climbed the table in recent record, just the 1 defeat out of the past 5 games. They sit 13th in the table after the last gasp win this Saturday. The recent record between these two sides, going all the way back to 2006, when these two sides were in League One. That's the third tier of English football. 6 victories out of 6 for Swansea. I repeat that again. The past 6 games in all venues, in all grounds, all competitions have been gone to Swansea. They've won them all. Now, if you want to take a look at the last 6 at the Liberty, that's 5 wins for Swansea and 1 draw. That draw was back in 2006. It was a 1-1 draw in League One. Sam Ricketts on the score sheet for Swansea. Jay Tab for Brentford. If you are a Brentford fan, you would know him. I remember him from my Football Manager days, Championship Manager, whatever it is. He was a decent player as well. I think he was on the books at Liverpool long time ago. But anyway, a win for Brentford, and that can project them up to the table, up to 11th this week. A win for Swansea, like I said, could go top of the Pops. What you guys got for me in the chat? Well, we've got a few plowing on through. OK, he's gone with an OK result as well. 1-1 draw in the end. Russell Foster with a 2-1 win for Swansea. Ethan Hawkins aside with Swansea. He's gone big. 6 goal for a 5-1 in the end for Swansea. Charles going with the 2-0 win for the Swans. Sam Murphy's going with the home team as well. 2-0 in the end. 0 Central, 7 goal thriller. 4-3 for Swansea. Liam Martin with a 2-1 win. Kieran Barnes cannot separate two sides with a 1-1 draw. Donald Lomax, Satan Deal 0-0 for Hurd. No Code Drinker with a 2-0 win for Swansea. Rhythm's going with a 1-0 win, but he hopes Brentford picks up the victory. Lewis G with a 2-0 win for the home team. Promise Fabian with a 2-1 win. Thomas with a 3-1 win for Swansea. George going with a 1-1 draw. Reed with a 2-0 win for Swansea. And Lachlan Kearney with a 2-2 draw. Thomas, I'm looking at you. Oh, we're close. 3-0 win for Swansea to snatch it. And I've just closed one of my screens. I need to bring that bad boy back up. It's Preston Leeds next up. Just checking in on the stats on the show. We're doing good. Next up, we have Preston North End up against Leeds United over at Deep Down. I'm going to keep an eye on this bad boy because we could take on Preston on Saturday. So, what you guys got? There's come some late additions in there. Lachlan Kane with 2-2 draw. Ian Thomas is in the house. 2-0 win for Swansea. So let's take a look now at Preston up against Leeds. Now, this is a top of the table crunch clash. Leeds obviously sitting second in the table. North End are in 6th. Preston have only won 1 of the past 4 games, so I'm hoping they lose this one. I really do, just because I would like to see them coming into this in a bit of ropey form ahead against the Northwest Crunch Clash between Rovers on Saturday. Leeds on the flip side look good as well. Back to winning ways for them, but they've also had a bit of a blip. 2 wins at the past 5 for them, so it's not great. The bookmakers will probably favour Leeds on this one. 13-5 for Preston, 11-10 for Leeds, 12-5 the draw. So it is heavily in favour. The recent record over the years is a bit more even though. The past 6 encounters in all grounds, 2 for North End, 3 for Leeds, and 1 draw along the way. Now the last 6 over at Deepdale has been 1 win for Leeds. 1 win for Preston, 1 win for 1 draw, and 4 wins for Leeds. And that victory for Preston was back in 2018. It was a 3-1 win. Prior to that, it's been all Leeds dominating it, thick and thin. What you guys got for me in the chatteroony? Ethan Hawkins kicks us off with a 2-1 win for North End. Charles going with a 1-1 draw. Okay with a 2-0 win for Preston. Russell Frost, 1-0 win for Leeds. Lewis G with a 4-5. Leeds banger of a game. 9-goal thriller with, it looks like you got Leeds taking it at the end. Liam Martin with a 2-1 win for Leeds. Thursday has gone with a 1-1 draw. Lachlan Kearney with a 2-0 win for Leeds against the Knobenders. Correct Mundo. 2-1 win for Leeds. Rees going with a 3-2 victory. Ian Thomas has gone with a 2-0 win for North End. Loco Drinker with a 2-1 win for Leeds. Zero Central 3-1 win for Leeds as well. A lot of Leeds angles here. Sam Murphy with a 2-1 win for Leeds. Donald Lomax siding with PNE. That's North End. 3-0 in the end. George has gone with a 2-0 win for Leeds. Kieran Barnes 2-1 in the end. Welcome Tristan. You're not late. You're just on time. Ethan Hawkins he wants Preston to win so Forest can climb up the table if they win. I don't want Preston to win. I want them to come into this with a bit of a stinker. Looking forward to Saturday. Promise Fabian with a 1-1 draw. Tristan with a 2-1 win for Birmingham. That's a completely different game. I want North End to win because I hate Leeds. That's a good angle. Tristan's playing catch up. We'll let him do his thing over there. West Brom latest with a 2-1 win for Leeds. For me, I'm actually going to go with a 2-1 win for Leeds as well, boys and girls. That's what I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, they can put a little dink in Preston's promo push or playoff push. And then, you know what? Maybe this is Leeds' year. We'll have to wait and see. And the final game that takes place on Tuesday is West Brom against Barnsley. That's right. Am I American? No, I'm living in America. But I might pick up a few words like trash can and sidewalk and something else. But you'll never catch me say soccer. Not really. Next up, we have West Brom against Barnsley. This takes place at the Hawthorns. The recent record between these two sides is pretty surprising. Two draws, 2 wins for West Brom and 2 wins for Barnsley. That's right, it's even Stevens. Now, the last 6 at the Hawthorns, though, is a bit of a different story. 4 wins for West Brom, 1 draw and 1 loss. 1 win for Barnsley. That win for Barnsley, let me tell you, was back in 2000. Yep. We'd all just celebrated the millennium. The Y2K bug was in shape. However, if you go back for 12 years, there was a 7-0 demolition by West Brom over Barnsley with Kevin Phillips scoring a hat-trick, Nathan Ellerton getting himself 2, and Zoltan Gira getting himself amongst the goal scorers day. That was the one that I'm sure Barnsley fans don't want to repeat as well. The bookies, 11-4 on for West Brom, 15-2 for Barnsley, 4-1 the draw. What you guys got for me? I'll have a look at yours in a second. A win for Barnsley could get them out of the relegation zone should they score a bunch of goals. They need a huge goal swing in the end. As for West Brom, they currently sit top of the table. A win for them and they stay where they are. So what we got in the Chatteroony, Russell Frost, he's first out the blocks. He's got with a 1-1 draw. Donald Lomax with a 2-1 win for Barnsley. It's a shocker there. Liam Martin with a 3-0 win for the Baggies. Thirsty's gone with a 4-1 win for the Baggies. Ian Thomas has sided with Barnsley as well. 1-0. A couple of little Baggies out there. A couple of little Barnsley supporters out there. Ethan Hawkins with a 2-2 draw. OK's gone with a 2-0 win for the Baggies. Tristan with a 2-1 win for West Brom as well. Adi Operto is playing catch up a little bit. Noko Drinker with a 3-1 win for the Baggies. West Brom, he's obviously gone with Barnsley. That's 5-0 for Barnsley. Is that what I'm reading? No, I'm only pulling your leg. 5-0 win for the Albion. Lewis G with a 2-0 win for the Albion as well. Kieran Barnes with a 3-1 win for West Brom. Zero Central with a 1-0 win for the Baggies. Adi Opetra with a 3-something win for somebody. I'm not too sure about that one. Reed's gone with the Barnsley victory 3-0 in the end. Lachlan Kenny with a 1-1 draw. Promise Fabian with a 3-1 win for Barnsley. Shocker Rooney. Adi Opetra's back into it with a 3-0 win for West Brom. Thomas has gone with a 2-1 win for Barnsley because Barnsley till I die. Nice one. Rhythm with a 2-0 win for the Baggies. Opetra's gone with another game. He's already playing ahead of us. Charles gone with a 3-0 win for the Baggies as well. So that's the picks for them. I'm actually going to side with a 2-0 win for the Baggies, and that will put them still top of the pots, 28 points on the board, looking good with just the 1 defeat so far. Into Wednesday's games we go now. We're going to kick it off with Bristol City, who have slipped up a little bit of late. They've only won 1 of the past 5 games. They've drawn 3 along that mix as well. Obviously losing last time out to Luton, quite convincingly, I think it was in the end. The bookies think this is a nailed-on home win, 11-10 on for Bristol City, 16-5 the away win, 5-2 the draw. The record between these two sides, we come into this, going all the way back to 2009, 3 victories for Charlton, 2 victories for Bristol City, 1 draw along the way. Now, if you want to look at the last 6 at, is it Thrashton Gate? I call it Thrashton Gate because last time Rovers went there, we got ourselves a bit of a battering. The last 6 or the last 5 between these two sides go back to 2007. At Thrashton Gate was 3 wins for Charlton, 1 win for Bristol City and 1 draw along the way. A win for Bristol City could see him rise to above 2nd in the table, and a win for Charlton could see them go second as well. So it's the battle for second in this one. What we got going on in the old chat is quite a fair few picks. Bristol, OK's gone with a 3-1 win for Bristol City. George has gone with a 4-1 win for the Albion, playing catch up a little bit. Donald Lomas with a 2-0 win for Charlton. Conor Gallagher, Screamer. Yes, Tristan 24 has gone with a 4-1 win for Charlton as well. Bristol may be falling apart. I am English, or I'm British, Zero Central. I'll say that, I'm British. Adi Apertra with a 2-2 draw. Russell Frost with a 3-1 win for Charlton. West Brom Albion has gone with a 3-1 win for the Attics. Ethan Hawkins with a 2-0 win for Bristol. George Jordan with a 2-0 win for Charlton. Thomas with a 2-2 draw. Lewis G. Bristol are just a boring team who forget are in the Championship. They can be easily forgotten. It can be said. Zero Central with a 0-0 draw. Kieran Barnes with a 1-0 win for Charlton. Adio Petras, he's confusing me. West Brom Latest with a 1-0 win for Bristol City. Rhythm with a 3-0 win for Charlton. Promise Fabian with a 2-0 win for Bristol City. Liam Martin's gone with Charlton 2-1 in the end. Noko Drinker with a 1-1 draw. Liam Martin is called Ashton Gate. I know, but I call it Thrashton Gate because we got our asses beasted to us by Bristol City. Reed with a 4-1 win. It looks like he's going in favour of Charlton with a Gallagher hat-trick. And OK's already ahead of us. Looking forward to Derby County against Wigan Athletic, boys and girls. For me, I'm actually going to go with 3-1 win for Charlton, for Bristol City. And again, that could push them second in the table. We'll have to wait and see. We've got a couple of predictions already for the next one. It is Derby County up against them Freakazoids. Not them Freakazoids. The other ones. Wigan Athletic. That's right. Everybody's not bogey team. Just the team we all want to go down. We all want them to get relegated. We all want to see Leeds fail to go get promoted. It's what it is in the Championship. It is. And because Paul Koch is a shit manager and he's got a bit of an attitude. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Anyway, let's take a look at the last 6 games between Derby and Wigan, and all competitions and all that, and all grounds. 4 victories for Derby, 1 win for Wigan, and 1 draw along the way. That win for Wigan was all the way back in 2014. It was a 2-1 win. It was at Pride Park as well, with James McLean scoring both of the goals. Now, the last 6 over at Pride Park, 2 victories. It actually goes in favour of Wigan here. 2 wins for Derby, 3 wins for Wigan, and 1 draw along the way. Derby do come into this, though. 2 games unbeaten against Wigan at the Pride Park, but Wigan did win 3 on the spin, ranging from 2008 all the way to 2014. Derby come into this, not great form at the moment. I've got them up there in my prediction, my main prediction. They sit 15th in the table, just the 1 defeat out of the past 6. Wigan on the flip side, they turn things around. 3 wins at the past 6 games, so they look pretty good at the moment. So we're gonna be stubborn little buggers, and that victory against Forest today has put a good old spin on their chances to stay in this division. So let's take a look at what you guys got. So OK was first at the blocks with a 1-0 win for Derby. Liam Martin's also gone with Derby with a 2-0 win in the end. Charles gone with a 1-1 draw. Tristan, 4-0 win for Wigan. He's going 4-0 win for Wigan against Derby. Anything can happen, indeed. Russell Frost with a 1-0 win for Wigan. Ethan Hawkins with a 4-2 win for Derby. Lewis G, 1-0 away win for Wigan. I'm not too sure. I think their away form's pretty shitty. Joe DCFC, MTFC has gone with Derby. Just a 1-0 win. Rhythm's gone with a 1-1 draw. Zero Central with a 4-1 win for Derby. Michael Jackson just calls them the Pie Eaters. Kieran Barnes with a 1-0 win for Wigan. Reed with a 1-1 draw. J1W with a 5-0 win for Wigan. No Code Drinker with a 2-2 draw. Donald Lomax, 6-0 win for Derby because we hate Wigan, indeed. We all hate Derby, maybe that's what Rhythm says. Thomas has gone with a 1-1 draw. Okay, who do you hate more, Bolton, P&E, Wigan? Because I have no hatred towards Bolton at all. We've got a lot of similarities. I'd say I put Preston North End top of that chart. Wigan second just because of the manager. If they had a decent manager, a nice manager, courteous manager, then they wouldn't be in the conversation. And Bolton, I like them. I like to play them a lot because they're on a similar sort of scale. And I remember our Premier League days. Anyway, I digress. George is going with a 2-1 win for Derby. Tristan, everyone hates Cardiff. Everyone agree? I don't know about that. Josh King with a 2-0 win for Derby. If you have any questions for me later on in the show, make sure you stick them at the end, and I will try and answer them in quick time. For me, a Derby win will go up to 11th in the table. A win for Wigan on the flip side, they'll go up to 11th in the table, depending on goal difference. For me, I'm actually going to go with 2-0 for the Rams, just like Liam Martin. We're sticking to the same one. Next up, we have Fulham against Luton Town, who turned up a bit of a benchmark against Bristol City. The bookmakers see in this one, what do they see this? 100-47 in favour of Fulham, 6-1 long shots, that is Luton, 70-5 the draw. The recent record between these two sides going back I don't know. They've not played each other ever, according to my statistics coming into this. But Millwall, Fulham on the flip side have won 2 out of the past 6 games. Same can be said with Luton. They've won 2 out of the past 6 games, but they've lost more than Fulham along the way. Luton on the flip side sits 16th in the table. A win for them could go up to 11th in the table, whereas Fulham, a win for them could go back into the playoffs into 6th spot. Whew, it's tasty, folks. What have you guys got for me in the chat? Let's take a little look at your predictions. What we're going to kick it off with. Charles going with a 3-0 win for Fulham. Liam Martin's going with Fulham as well. I already missed the international break. I missed it too as a Rovers fan because we're shit. Ethan Hawkins with a 1-1 draw. Okay with a 3-0 win for the Cottagers. West Brom. George WBA with a 1-1 draw. Russell Frost 3-2 victory for Fulham. Kieran Barnes 2-1 win to the mighty Luton. Rhythm's also going with a 2-1 win for Luton. Zero Central with a 1-1 draw. Noko Dringo with a 2-1 win for Luton as well. Reed with a 2-0 win for Fulham. Promise Fabian with a 2-1 win for Fulham. And Tristan is going with a 3-1 win for Luton. Fulham have hit a bit of a blip as well. And I did kind of semi-call this. I'm not saying that they've fallen off the face of the earth right now, but I did have my reservations about Scotty Parker, my reservations about coming up next, Jonathan Woodgate. I just, these new manager, these young players, or these ex-pros who are top of the game, don't always make good managers. I think Steven Gerrard may be the exception of the rule. I think Frank Lampard may be the exception of the rule. But some of them, they need to ply their trade a little bit more. And I think maybe, Middlesbrough in trouble. I think Fulham are hit a bit of a blip as well. They just need to get themselves back into scoring goals and winning games. Any more late additions here? Josh King 3-0 win. J1W Fulham are awful right now. 2-1 win for Luton. And same could be said for Luton. Promise Fabian with a 2-1 win for Fulham. Moving forward, we got Fulham. Moving forward, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win for the Cottagers to get themselves back into the thick of things with this one. Next up, we have Huddersfield against Middlesbrough. In-form Huddersfield against absolute shit form Middlesbrough. Now, the bookies will go with this one. They're probably going to favour Huddersfield at the moment. 7-5 for the home win. 21-10 the away win. 11-5 the draw. The recent record between these two sides going all the way back to 2013 is 4 wins for Borough, 0 for Huddersfield, and 2 draws along the way. But these are the Cowley brothers, boys and girls. The Cowley brothers, they ain't no muck about us. They know what they're doing. The recent record over at the Kirklees, or wherever they play their football, is again a little bit more favourable for Huddersfield. They won 1, drew 1, and lost 2 against Borough. Back-to-back wins for Middlesbrough heading into this, most recently back in 2015 with Adam Clayton and Usu scoring the goals for Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough sit just the 1 point out of the drop zone, just 1 draw at the last 5. Those other 4 were defeats. Huddersfield on the flip side, they'll start this match below them, 1 point beneath them, and could see them leapfrog Borough in outside the relegation zone should they pick up the victory. They've come into this 4 games unbeaten, and they did look shaky at times on Saturday against Rovers, but the second half was a separate game. It was a completely second game, and they bossed us and they dominated it. And if they play like that for 90 minutes against Borough, I'm sure the 3 points are coming their way. What you guys got for me in the chat? We have got OK kicking us off. We've got Liam Martin kicking us off with a 2-1 win for Huddersfield. OK's going with a 3-2 win for Huddersfield as well. Charles going with a 1-0 win for the Terriers. Josh King for the Terriers as well. 2-0 in the end. I support them and thought Saturday was a brilliant game. It was a good game. I was just a little bit hard done by it at the end. I thought we did enough, but the second half was a shit show. Ethan Hawkins with a 1-0 win for Huddersfield. Tristan gone with a 3-0 win for Huddersfield as well. Russell Frost with a 2-0 win for the Terriers. Rhythm going with a 1-0 win. In fact, everybody seems to be going with them the most. Rhythm with a 1-0 win. George with a 2-1 win. Thomas with a 2-1 win. Noko Drinko with a 2-0 win. Reed with a 4-1 win. Promise Fabian with a 0-0 draw. He's giving Middlesbrough a bit of credit, as is Zero Central with a 2-2 draw. I predicted them to make playoffs. I predicted Huddersfield to be in the top 8. I didn't think they'd get playoffs, but I thought Middlesbrough would be much better than this, but still, I didn't think they would be as worse as this. For me, I'm actually going to go with Huddersfield on this one. 2-0 win in the end, and that, again, could see them jump to as high as 20th in the table, and that would be officially, their season would be up and running. And wrapping it up, it will be Nottingham Forest against Hull City. This game is on Wednesday, as is the past couple of them. The recent record between these two sides is pretty even Stevens. 3 wins for Forest, 3 wins for Hull, 0 draws along the way. The last 6 games over at the City Ground, though, Well, this is a statistic, folks. Just the one win for Forest. That did come last season. It was a 3-0 demolition of Hull. But prior to that, it was 5 wins for Hull at Nottingham Forest's home venue. So I think Hull like to play there. And I think they're going to get themselves... I think they have the right mindset to take them on this weekend or this midweek. The bookies will go with a 90-20 on for Nottingham Forest, 29-10 for Hull, 13-5 the draw. On this bad boy. Hull come into this not doing great at the moment, 19th of the table. Back-to-back defeats for them. Before that, though, there were 4 games unbeaten at least. Forest on the flip side, they also come into this with that shit show against Wigan earlier today. But prior to that, they were 5 games unbeaten, including 4 wins in that spell as well. What you guys got? So this is the final one, folks, and after this, we're going to take a look at the table and what I think will happen to the table. If you got any questions for me, football related, cooking related, movies, whatever you got, now's the time to throw them in the chat. And again, be sure to stick your predictions in the comment section underneath the video so we can take a look at them on Thursday. So let's get going, folks, and take a look at what you guys have got here. Ethan Hawkins with a 3-0 win for Forest. Liam Martin 2-0 win for Forest. George has gone with a 2-1 win for Forest. Charles with a 2-2 draw. Tristan with a 3-0 win for Hull. Okay, it's gone with a 2-1 win for Forest. Russell Frost has gone with a 2-1 win for Forest as well. Josh King, 3-0 to Forest to win the league. Rhythm's gone with a 1-0 win for Forest. Reed's gone with a 3-1 win as well. Michael Jackson with a 1-0 win for Forest. South Wales Derby. It's okay. Heckles United with a 2-0 win for Fulham. That's prior to this one. Zero Central with a 0-0 draw. Thomas has gone with a 2-1 win. Favourite movie? I'll get to that. That's a good question. Where we were 10 games away, unbeaten. By the way... Okay, so there's some good questions. I'll get to them in just a second. So keep them coming while we're live on the show. I'm actually going to go with a 2-1 win for Forest in the end. So let's get going and take a look at what the table will look like if all my predictions come true, which they won't, because I'm on a bit of a shit form. This is what the table would look like. West Brom would sit top of the pops with 28 points. Leeds would be second. Swansea, Forest, QPR and Sheffield Wednesday would make up the top 6. I predicted the 5th and 6th teams to get relegated. Meanwhile, down the bottom, it'd be Barnsley, Stoke and Middlesbrough in the relegation zone come match day 13. So that's what that looks like. Okay, let's take a look at your questions while we are live. Favourite movie? Now, This is it's probably one that not many youngsters will know about. It's called Big Trouble in Little China. Oh my goodness, what a cracker! They're actually rebooting that right now with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to be the lead. But I like the original with Kurt Russell. If you haven't seen it, it's an 80s movie. It's kick-ass. It really is kick-ass. That's I could watch that 1,000 times over. Where will Blackburn finish the season? I'm going to shoot for 10th. We're going to get our shit together, hopefully to steady the ship a little bit, and then you know what? We'll probably sell Dak next summer, and then we'll cash in and hopefully buy some defenders. If you were to support a Premier League team, who would it be? That's hard. That's quite hard to say. You know, that's going against the grain. But I do like Leicester City right now. I think they're playing really good football. I like them. I'd say Watford. I'll go Watford because I used to live down there. I went to a couple of games just as a neutral. So I'd go for Watford, even though they are dog shit at the moment. My favourite 3 YouTubers. Ooh, good question. Who do I like? Who do I watch? Well, there's a football manager guy called Loki Doki. He's an old-timer player. He's cutthroat. He's straight down the middle. He don't know mucking about. I like him. He's straight to the point. Makes me laugh. I do like Goldbridge. I think he cracks me up. His FIFA games keep me on the edge of my seat. And I do watch True Geordie as well. I think his content is absolutely top notch. He does great podcasts. He's all over the place. And he, again, no nonsense. I'm a no nonsense kind of guy. And they're British. I like the Britishness. You guys are giving me quite a lot of questions. What state do I live in? I live in Pennsylvania. But ask me in 3 years' time what state I live in. Because we're probably going to be moving. Have I watched the Breaking Bad movie? I have not seen the series. I know. It's on my list. Do I think Rovers can get to the playoffs? I hope to get to the playoffs, but I doubt there. Where will Linus finish this season? I'm going to say Leeds will finish second. They'll be the last day of the season and they'll get automatic and then they'll have a big old... So do I like frogs? From a distance. I think they're icky, kind of like snakes. Not a big deal. Please predict this game for me. You got to give me the game. I don't know what game. West Bromwich Albion, automatics. I think West Brom are probably the best team right now. Will Stoke get relegated? No. Who's your favourite for autos? I'd say Leeds and West Brom right now. Favourite footballer? It's got to be Alan Shearer for me, obviously, mighty blue and white. Will you keep on doing the Championship predictions if Rovers get promoted? Of course. I think the Championship is undercovered. I think there are a few guys like Benjamin Bloom, obviously Ben HD. They cover the Championship in good detail as well. But you know, we need to get more content creators creating content for the Championship. So yeah, I'll be here forevermore. Who's your favourite player outside the top 6 in the Prem? Favourite player outside the top 6? That's a good one. I'll get back to that one. Who is better, Messi or Ronaldo? I do like Ronaldo because I like Ronaldo purely because the fact that he's done what he's done at so many clubs: Juventus, Real Madrid, Manchester United. On the international stage, he's stepped it up. In 5 years, who'll be the best world footballer? When Messi? I think the best player will be Kylian Mbappe. It's an easy one. Do you think Bolton can pull off a miracle? They will survive. They will survive. I can recommend some YouTubers: Theo Baker, Tristan24. I do have a pet. Her name's Luna. She's sick at the moment, but she'll be all right. What would you do if Blackburn weren't a team? You know what, Charles? You know what? I actually did do a video with Benjamin last season when Ipswich played. I had him on twice as the guest thing. But you know what? Maybe we can do something weird later in the season. Where do you think Leicester will finish? I think Leicester will finish in the top 6. I'm going to give you that. I don't know. What's my view on racism? Obviously, racism should be abolished. Shouldn't be in the conversation. There should not be any racism whatsoever. If I'm from Preston, we got Blackburn on Saturday. Welcome, Byron. And yes, it's going to be a tasty one come Saturday. I think there was a question I missed. Favorite player outside the top 6 in the Premier League? I can only think of Troy Deeney at Watford. I think he's a top quality bloke. He's had a rough life prior to football. He's come and bounced back ability, and he's unfortunately not been managed to represent England at the international level. So I like Troy Deeney as a bloke, as a player, as you know, he's a grafter. He works hard for what he gets. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up, though. I think there were some cracking questions out there. I do appreciate them. A couple of you guys threw in quite a few questions at me, and I do appreciate those. Maybe we'll do it again on Thursday. I don't know. It'll be because we'll have the Matchday 14 on Thursday. It'll be an earlier show. These late ones seem to be quite busy, and it might be something for the future. Scunthorpe to get back-to-back relegations? No, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. Sunderland to get promoted. They need to. Who did they bring as manager? They brought in Parkinson. Not this year. Not this year. That's the thing. I'm going to be a good game. Yes. Well, we'll see, Byron. I'm hoping we get you on a bad day. Isn't Deeney a blue nose? Troy Deeney a blue nose. What age did I support Blackburn? When I was like 10. Well, who will get relegated to the Championship? It will be probably Watford at the moment. Watford. I think. Who else is down there? I think. Who else is struggling? I need to have a look at the table. Let me have a look. You guys got me. Norwich, yeah, they're going down. Watford, Norwich, Brighton. Norwich, Watford are going down. Do you think Bulgaria should be banned? Yes, I do. I think they should be make a statement. Am I going to Preston? I'm not. I'm based in the USA. Unless you want to give me $500 to get a ticket, I will go. And unfortunately, I've got to watch it on iFollow. And I'll be on Twitch, boys and girls. I'll be on Twitch Saturday to watch it. Thanks again for an incredible live show that's been amazing. Who will win in a fight, Feeney or Van Dijk? Feeney as in Deeney? Troy Deeney or Liam Feeney? Because if so, Van Dijk. Who won the Champions League? I'm going to say Real Madrid. Anyway, folks, before I go, let's get back into the wrapping up the show because you guys got me off the boil. I do have a FIFA career mode. We are taking Sunderland to the Premier League. We're on the verge of possibly taking them to the Championship in the very first season. Deeney would knock him out in a heartbeat. If you want to catch that show, that's a daily thing, the FIFA thing. Just to let you know that's happening. And also, just a reminder, I'll be back on Tuesday for some more predictions with the Premier League, and we'll be back again on Thursday for matchday number 14, and then again Twitch on Saturday, Rovers against North End at Deepdale. Until I see you all again, I'm going to bounce out of here. You guys have been great. I love you guys to show up. Appreciate all the stuff. Until I see you again, make sure you smash the thumbs up, give this video some love, smash the subscribe, and I'll be back very, very soon. Until then, I'm going to roll my outro, and I'll see you all very soon. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And thanks again for watching. Please like. Oh my goodness, I'm back.
Thanks again for watching.